Let's think of this situation. You are sitting in a calm coffee shop. You're drinking your favorite latte. Your thoughts start to drift. Suddenly, you remember the job interview from last week. You think to yourself, if I had given a better answer to that difficult question, I would have gotten the job. This thought is an example of the third conditional. You've just used it, maybe without even knowing. What is the third conditional? It's also called the past unreal conditional. It's a really interesting part of the English language. It's used when you're talking about something that didn't happen in the past and what could have happened if it did. It's a way to talk about regret, chances we missed, or situations that could have been different if something else had happened. The third conditional, or what we might call an if statement, is just a way of talking about things that didn't happen. It's made up of two parts, an if part and a main part. The if part uses a special kind of past tense, had, plus a verb's past form. The main part uses would have and then a verb's past form. Let's add an example. If I had answered that tricky question better. Here, this is the if part. And the main part? That's, I would have gotten the job. Now let's go just a bit deeper. You see, what we call the third conditional can express more than just regret or missed chances. It's to talk about something that could have, but did not happen in the past. Let's use an example to understand it better. Imagine this sentence. If it had rained yesterday, we would have stayed at home. The part that says, if it had rained yesterday, is the if part of the sentence. And the part we would have stayed at home is the main part of the sentence. This sentence is trying to tell you that it did not rain yesterday, and so we did not stay at home. One thing to remember about the third conditional is that it's all about the past. It's like dreaming up a different past, a past that did not really happen. It's an imaginary situation, a what if. So when you use the third conditional, you're talking about a past that's not real, not about the present or the future. In simple words, we use the third conditional to talk about things that did not happen in the past. It's like imagining what could happen. We create it using two parts. One part starts with if and uses the past perfect tense, and the other part uses would have, and then the past form of the verb. We use this to talk about regrets, chances we missed, or to think about what could have happened but didn't. So, the next time you think about something that happened before and you start thinking about what might have happened instead, remember that you're using something very special, the third conditional. This is a special part of the English language that helps us think back, learn, and imagine different results. It reminds us of an old saying, when we look back, things are clearer. So, feel free to let your thoughts travel. Discover the many different ways things could have happened in the past with the third conditional.